Does anyone else have like no cognitive or any like brain function in the morning, or is it just me? Good morning, guys. Brandon Harden here. Hope you're having a great day. I feel like as I get heavier on the off season and as we like push weight up, I want to sleep longer. I feel a little bit lazier in the morning. Like I come alive at night, don't get me wrong, and like with workouts and everything, I'm just fully energized. It just like in the morning, it's like an extra half an hour of the morning where I feel like I'm still asleep. But I feel like one thing that might really help me this morning, because I woke up feeling extra sort of like, where's your brain at? So we are going to get on the treadmill, we're going to walk for 15 minutes, we're going to start the day off right and hopefully wake the hell up. I've also been going to bed quite late recently, because usually when you speak to suppliers that are all over the world, it's usually that they're awake when you're asleep. 2 nights ago I went to bed at 6:30 in the morning and actually woke up at 2 p.m. the next day because of the fact that I was speaking to 4 different suppliers about 5 different products. But sometimes you just, you got to do the things that you don't want to do. Don't mind the random trampoline. The basement is currently being cleared out. As you may or may not know, when I'm in Canada, obviously I'm here quite often, it's because of the fact that my girlfriend Geordie is obviously from here. And if we stayed in the UK the entirety of the year, Geordie would never see old friends, she would never see her mum, she would never see family. So obviously when we are here, we stay with Geordie's mum, just so she can see her mum as much as possible before we do go back to the UK. But when we do stay here, is something that I'm really jealous that like American and Canadian homes have, that homes in the UK don't, and it's a basement. This entire space that we have is actually a converted basement. Like there's an entire bedroom, all this sort of closet space, and there's also a room back there that we're currently cleaning out, which the trampoline came from, because Geordie is also starting her own clothing brand as well. We got some boxes here from Walmart for storage for all the stuff that is in here that is currently being assorted through, because as you can see, it is an absolute tip. Geordie's mom, she's in the later stages of her life, and after someone has lived an entire lifetime, over time, you like collect random things that you sort of forget about, and if you're lucky enough to have a big enough house to be able to keep things in a space like this, it's very easy to forget. This will be the space that Geordie utilizes as her first sort of like distribution center. She'll have a desk, she'll have a setup station, a printing label station. It gets me really excited because I love entrepreneurship, and obviously I started Hardbody like just over 2 years ago. We now have an incredible range of equipment and clothing. The Take Flight Season 2 clothing is going to be dropping in the next 2 weeks, which I'm actually going to show you after we do cardio. The entire season is complete, it's ready, and soon enough you'll be able to get it. But soon enough, this space right here will be Geordie's sort of like distribution, and I'm freaking here for it because I love the fact that she's doing something too, and the pure fact that she is following her dream, and like I'm here to support her. She supports me massively with everything I do, all the crazy ideas that I have, staying awake until 6:30 in the morning, things that necessarily wouldn't be ideal for the relationship, but when you are trying to grow a brand from nothing, to breathe life into an idea, if you have a dream, sometimes you have to do crazy things that you never thought you'd have to do. We're building this dream, this life that we want to live together. It's really nice that she's like chasing her dreams, because we're going to be doing it together. So right now we are going to get freshened up, brush my teeth and stuff, and then get on the treadmill to wake my fat ass up. All right, got a bit of crest. All right, no, it's time. Can you tell I'm procrastinating with cardio? You can tell I'm not really doing cardio in the off season right now because I didn't bring my cardio shoes. I always typically do like cardio in like this really old pair of Jordans that I wear the entirety of prep, or I wear a nice pair of Ultra Boost because they are fantastic shoes for cardio. This sponginess really helps you sort of glide through the calories that you're burning off. Because I'm not really doing that right now, I didn't even bring them to Canada, so I really only have Jordans, so it's just gonna have to do for now. Lens dirty. Oh shit, get away. Geordie's mum has this cat called Eddie. Eddie, no. Oh, this is cute and all, but like, I'm really allergic, mate. Congratulations. It's still happening. You can sort of like see in the mirror right there. I love animals. I love dogs. I don't love cats so much, but Eddie, I am so allergic. It's crazy. My nose will not start running for like half an hour, so I'm gonna exit this situation. Like a really cute girly brain to start with. Don't, Brandon, I look like shit right now. And that'll be enough. I think Sky is dying. Yippee! Hey. Now that was actually really nice. I feel like my brain genuinely like has sort of woken up, because when I was on the treadmill, I literally only did like 15 minutes, but as I was like getting like further, as I was getting a bit more hotter and a bit more sweatier, I felt my brain sort of like coming alive. I started thinking about all the things that I need to do today, all the responsibilities, but first, the responsibility that we have right now is to take morning supplements. pretty happy about the fact it's not as cold as it has been, because as you can see, there's still freaking snow everywhere, but it's actually warming up a little bit now, so it's not going to be as bad as it has been, because it has been very freaking cold. It's been snowing very consistently. It's not been the best. But another thing I am exceptionally happy about is the fact that my lower back is now healed. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that 2 weeks ago now, I was deadlifting. I love to deadlift. I have an obsession with the feeling of what it feels like to pick an absurd amount of weight off the ground, let all your endorphins out. The hard body meetup was an absolute pure emulation of that feeling. But because of that passion, because of that love, I actually deadlifted 3 weeks in a row, 3 weekends in a row, sorry. The final time, which is about 2 weeks ago, I actually pulled my lower, like the left disc sort of side. I pulled it, and I actually have a video from the time that I was at this powerlifting sort of event. It's not really an event, it's more so this like group of people that get together, hosted by this guy called Ryan, who's a really, really good friend of mine who actually lives in Canada. And I went there and I made this little like edit, so I didn't really film much of it, but I made this cool little video, and the lift in the video is actually the exact lift. I can almost hear the crunching of my back when I rewatch it. But here is that little video that I made a few weeks ago. So that was that, and I haven't actually been to Sunday Fun Day in the last 2 weekends because I refuse to be injured any longer, and I feel very, very good. It actually took me like 3 to 4 days to sort of like feel normal again, but we have no time to waste on the off season right now, because based on the past video where I talked about my anabolic stack, things have been risen up just a little bit. We've added in 20 Anavar and another 150 test, so Primo is at 600 now, and test is also at 600, so we're at a total of 1200. But we have this final growth period left, which is actually going to be the only growth period that we have this entire year, because prep is going to come around a lot sooner than we think, which means that we can't afford to do silly things like going for 1 rep maxes. I mean, I literally own a lifting equipment company. It would be so wrong of me to not use the products that I create, and I have such a passion for deadlifting, powerlifting in general. I want to hold events in the future where people come together, and like it's such a cool thing to be able to share with people, and I would love to do it myself. But my other goal is to become a good pro, and those two goals don't really go hand in hand all the time, but nevertheless, we're gonna be safe. This is my first time really experimenting with like prints like this, and this is obviously like something that I want to do more so in the future, so I wanted to make sure that it was perfect, and I'm so happy with how it came out. Amongst the many other boxes in the living room, because all these boxes right here is actually full of Geordie's clothing. She has 7 more boxes coming. This is half the shipment. This is why there's such a big rush to get the downstairs sorted, because we are currently living inside a living room warehouse. But everything that's currently in this box is mainly t-shirts and hoodies. We do have a pair of shorts dropping that I'm really, really happy with. We will be dropping joggers and shorts and everything a lot more in the future, especially with Take Flight Part 2. With the seasons, there's going to be obviously the initial season name, which is going to be Take Flight. Season 3, 4, 5, and 6 all have a storyline. They all have a season name. Not going to tell you just yet, but it is all planned. But because of that fact, we have the opportunity to release multiple parts to the season, and then when that season is done, it will be discontinued. Once it's sold out, it will be gone forever, and then we'll move on to the next season. So if you see something that you like, it will literally be the only opportunity to actually get it. And that is the same with what is in this box right now. So if you see something you like, I do highly recommend that you do pick something up, because I freaking love all this stuff, and I hope that you will too. I just need to sort through it, because in the box, a lot of this stuff is going to be used for like getting content for the website. Extra large, and we have medium. I'm going to nicely get all my stuff and then show you the stuff that fits me. Right here we have the shorts. Right here we have the half of the butterfly that is on a lot of the hoodies and everything. And then right there we have a sentence that sort of like emulates the vibe of the season. With every season, I want to utilize the clothing to portray the meaning of that season. So with this one, take flight and become the person you were born to be. This collection is about transcendence and becoming more. This life is yours to make, the slogan, so make it yours. Born for greatness, created to endure, alive to take flight. Inside is very like nice terry sort of material. It's gonna be very, very nice on the legs. Everything here is loose fitting, everything is oversized, so you can never go wrong with the size. Always order true to size. I'm gonna try the shorts on. Alright, so here we go. Very, very nicely positioned, sort of in line with the seam. Drawstrings as well, and then on the back there is a logo just for some like minimal branding. First t-shirt is on minimal branding. It says take flight right there. There is a print on the back I'm going to show you right now. I don't know how well you can sort of see that. We've utilized the company slogan for the print going across the top of the back. One of the prints is a nice smoky design, the red that emulates the colors of the brand and also matches the front. Massive fan of the way this fits. It's very like nice and hugging on the arms, but the body of it is very airy and stuff. There's a lot of room to like sort of move around. With the hard body icon on the chest right there. And then the main print for this is actually on the back. Some prints are on the front, some prints are on the back, but I really wanted to go for sort of like a more minimal vibe with this, so I put those prints on the back and obviously just like icons on the front. This one has the print on the front. It's essentially saying yours to make with the same smoky design that was utilized on the other t-shirt at the back for one of the yours to makes. So I love the red that we use as well. It's like a really nice subtle red. Like you can use like a Power Ranger red and it'll pop too much that it won't be nice, but I love the one that we used for these t-shirts. This one I'm not going to try on because I got some hoodies to try, and I got 3 hoodies coming as well, but I'm just going to show you this one right here. This is one of the Take Flight t-shirts. As you can see, is the Take Flight butterfly, and that same sentence that I read to you earlier is on the bottom of the t-shirt. It also comes in a grey as well. Definitely a huge leap and a far step up from the like the fashion sort of standpoint, especially the way the industry is going at the moment. We have far surpassed the expectation that I had for the evolution just from one season to the next. But now we're going to try it on a few of these hoodies, and here we are. I could not be any happier with the way these turned out. The way they fit is freaking perfect. We've got the hard body icon just chilling on the upper chest right there. For this hoodie, we have the red butterfly on the back with the Take Flight in the center. This one I freaking love. Take Flight at the top, Take Flight in letters going through the rows at the same time as well. And on the front, like I said, it does say Take Flight right there. How many times do you think I've said the word Take Flight so far in this video? Honestly, couldn't be happier with all of this and how it's turned out. I will have an exact date very shortly on when it's dropping. It is going to be dropping in around 2 weeks. I will mention it in a YouTube video, but if you do want to keep up to date with everything going on with the brand and hard body, just follow the hard body Instagram. It's literally at hard body on Instagram. It actually took 3 years to get the name at hard body. That is Take Flight part 1. All right, so it is about an hour in the future right now. We are going to be having a pre-workout meal really soon and heading to the gym for today's workout. I think today is going to be a chest day. 2 days ago we did shoulders, yesterday we did back, and I think today we're going to do chest and triceps, and then the following day tomorrow we have legs, which I'm very excited about. My legs still hurt from the last leg day, so we're going to leave it at another day. Completely off topic, when I finished filming the haul and showing you the clothing, I received a package that I'm very excited about on the topic of Pokemon. Believe it or not, I've been getting into it a little bit recently. Amongst the business, amongst the off season, amongst everything being so freaking serious in my life with like time, I want to do something in my life that's sort of like light-hearted, brings me back down, a little bit like childish in a way, just to like, I don't know, for there to just be some like random fun things that happen. It's nice to just like have a kiddish hobby. So I got 2 Crown Zenith booster boxes from StockX. Geordie was having a meal just, and I was just like unboxing the packets, and I actually got, because you get these in the booster boxes, you get these pretty cool packs to keep your rare cards in and stuff. These are the cards that I just pulled. Some Trainer Gallery, some Galarian Gallery, some are, I actually got a secret rare. The Pikachu is a secret rare. A secret rare is when the number at the bottom of the card, like in the corner, exceeds the number of the amount of cards in that collection. When I do something, I like fully commit, and I feel like this will be like a fad in my life now for the next like few months. But I'll have all these like cards that are like very well kept, and then who knows, in 10, 15, 20, 30 years, they might be worth something, because that's literally what history has taught us. That literally is what happened. But yeah, right now we are going to chill for a little bit. I've got a few emails to do. I'm going to put all this away downstairs and then head to the gym for the chest and tricep workout. Alright, so we just finished the session. We have some disappointing news. We have some pretty sad news. Well, to be honest, it's sad and exciting. It's actually more sad for Geordie, to be honest, because of the fact that
it was a Christmas gift.
It was a Christmas gift that we can't do anymore, based on the fact that I had a call with Callum, as you know, about a week and a half ago at this point. He basically said, like, bro, you're gonna be competing a little bit earlier, because he wants me to do a show. I'm not gonna like say what show it is just yet, but the show is 3 months before I thought I was going to compete, like 2-3 months. That means that the growth periods of the off season, I was originally going to get 2 growth phases, but now what we've done is we've essentially extended the 1 growth phase to be an extra long growth phase. Instead of being like 12 or 16 weeks, it's more so going to be like 24 weeks, just pushing for size. And then we're going to have a 3-month cruise and then compete, or start prep and then compete essentially. But that means that we have less time to relax. The off season was going to be ending in about 3 weeks, and that is exactly when me and Geordie were planning on going to Thailand. We will do something fun in the summer. It just, like, the period of time that we were going to go to Thailand, I have to continue and take the off season seriously. So it's kind of like I had to make a decision to be like, okay, am I going to take this off season seriously? Am I going to like take my goal and my dream like seriously, really upsetting Geordie, or am I just going to be like, you know what, fuck it, we'll just go Thailand, screw the off season? Like, what's more important? Like, that was a decision that I had to make, and like, obviously Geordie's disappointed. I'm also disappointed. Like, I really wanted to go. You know, sometimes in life you're gonna have to make decisions and stuff that are gonna like maybe let people down and disappoint people. But if your goals and your dreams are like, if they're important, then you're gonna have to make the right decision. You have to try and find a way to balance it out, make it up. Geordie understands, of course. I just wanted to say, like, you know, take your goals seriously. If you want to do something, make the right decision, do the thing you gotta do. Because if you don't, the competition that I'm gonna be against will have taken their off-season seriously and will absolutely annihilate me. We're gonna try and make sure that's not the case. Quick little post-workout meal, because I wasn't really in the mood. Honestly, I couldn't be bothered to really cook a whole meal. So I used what we had in the fridge to like kind of whip it really fast. And something that I kind of like to make, it's a great source of protein, carbs and fats, is nothing. It's like homemade like fried rice. It's literally just like the rice that was left in the fridge with 2 eggs whipped up. So like fats from 2 egg yolks. We've got the protein. I'm gonna make a protein shake as well, so to up the protein, because obviously there's not enough protein in just 2 eggs. And then we have a bowl of Honey Nut Cheerios, because cereal post-workout is freaking fantastic. I've actually been having a lot of cereal recently, because cereal is like a great way to just like get copious amounts of carbs in. But we're gonna be having that with some full fat milk, because we're a fat bastard and we don't give a shit right now.
You're a bag of milk.
Literally the embodiment. The weirdest thing in Canada, like bags of milk. If anyone from the UK, anywhere else in the world that like doesn't have a bag of milk, I feel like this would just be equally as weird. I'm self-conscious.
I like my cheeks. It means I'm fed.
Yeah, I know, but like...
I'm not a robot anymore.
Yeah, like where I don't look fucking ass.
This is really close.
Clip that we just recorded, so, like I'm hating the off season right now. I feel like one of the hardest parts about like not wanting to be like a super lean freaking dude all the time, because like I have the metabolism for it. Like I was naturally a skinny guy. Like if I stopped eating and lowered sort of like anabolics, I'd go back to being like pretty slender. Like I hate the way I look. I hate my cheeks right now. I hate the fact that like this line, my cheeks look like big. I just, it's hard to film when you don't, because it's already like filming yourself and vlogging and everything. Like although I've done it for like 7 years, it's also still like it's a nerve-wracking thing. Like, you know, when you vlog in public and there's people around, like all this sort of stuff, that's already kind of hard to get past. For example, like I dare you to get your phone and to walk around Tesco and talk to it and try not to be embarrassed by the people around you. Like hands down, you will be like, I feel like an idiot right now. And when you don't feel your best, that's why when you're lean on prep, like vlogging's easy. I just wanted to express it. I wanted to just like, if anyone's in the same like position as me, you're not liking the way you're looking right now, like stick in there with me, because I'm like trying. I'm just trying to accept it, because I like, you know, obviously filming. I'm filming another clip now that I'm probably not gonna like the way I look, but fuck it. I'm talking about like not getting too fat, and here I am with full fat milk and Cheerios.